Good afternoon, students. So, in the last class, we have started with the number systems and classification of number systems. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about fraction and types of fractions. So, what is a fraction now? So, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಿನ್ನರಾಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So, a fraction is a number representing a ratio or division of two numbers. See here, a fraction is a number. A fraction is a number representing a ratio or division of two numbers. See here, the definition is a fraction is a number representing a ratio or division of two numbers. So in this we have few types. In that, the first one, it is proper fraction. Types of fractions. Types of fractions. So in that, the first one, it is proper fraction. Proper fraction. So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಭಿನ್ನ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So what is a proper fraction? A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called the proper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Is smaller than the denominator. A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. Is called a proper fraction. Is called a proper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಶ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಛೇದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಭಿನ್ನ ರಾಶಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಶ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿದ್ದು ಛೇದ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಮಭಿನ್ನ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3/4 and then 10 divided by 22. So here in both the cases the numerator is smaller than the denominator, or else you can take one more example. So it is 5/7. So all these fractions are proper fraction. Next we are going to improper fraction. So the second one, improper fraction. Improper fraction. Improper fraction. ವಿಷಮ ಭಿನ್ನ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದಿ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ a fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to or equal to the denominator, or equal to the denominator, or equal to the denominator is called an improper fraction, is called an improper fraction, is called an improper fraction. Example, so here the condition is the numerator must be greater than or equal to the denominator. For example, 2 by 2. So here the numerator and denominator both are equal, and then next we can take 4 by 3. See here the numerator is greater than the denominator. So the next one can be 9 divided by 5. So these are all the examples for improper fraction. Well, now we are going to discuss about mixed fraction. So see the definition of a mixed fraction. It consists of two parts. It consists of two parts, an integer and a fraction, So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಶ್ರ ಭಿನ್ನ ರಾಶಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So the example it is 2 integer 1 by 4, and then 5 integer 1 by 4. So these two are the examples for mixed fraction. So here in the first example 2 is an integer and 1 by 4 is a fraction, that is a proper fraction because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So in the second example 5 is an integer and 1 by 4 is a proper fraction. So this is all about the mixed fraction. Next it is like fractions. The next type it is like fractions. Like fractions. See here, fractions, like fractions, having same values, in the denominator, fractions having same value in the denominator. So for example, see here 2 by 5 and then 6 by 5, 9 divided by 5 and then 11 divided by 5 and so on. See here in the denominator we have the same values. So all these fractions are like fractions. So next type it is unlike fractions. So what is the definition now? Fractions having different values, in the denominator. Fractions having different values in the denominator. So the examples are see here 2 divided by 3 and then here it is 2 divided by 5 and then 2 divided by 7 and then 2 divided by 13. See here, fractions having different values in the denominator. All the denominators are different here. So this is about the unlike fractions. So next one, it is complex fraction. Complex fraction. A fraction in which both the numerator and denominators are fractions. A fraction in which both the numerator and denominator, so ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂಶ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಛೇದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. A fraction in which both the numerator and denominator are fractions. Example, see here, 2/3 whole divided by 4/5. 2/3 whole divided by 4/5. See here, so this is a fraction now. Here 2/3 is the numerator and 4/5 is a denominator. So in the numerator we have a fraction and denominator we have a fraction. So that is why this is a complex fraction. So the next example can be 7 divided by 4, then whole divided by 9 divided by 2. So this is also an example for a complex fraction. So this is all about mixed fraction, like fractions, unlike fractions and complex fraction. Next we are going to discuss about arithmetic operations. So here I have taken the general cases. AB plus AC. In these two we have A common. So this can be written as A into the bracket B plus C. So now see here, A into B by C. So this can be written as AB by C. So here A will be multiplied with the B and then we get AB divided by C. So next we have A by B whole divided by C. So this can be written as A divided by BC. So these two will be multiplied, we get A by BC. So next one it is A divided by B by C. So here C goes to the numerator, we get AC by B. So for example 2 divided by 3 by 5. 2 divided by 3 by 5. So if it is like this, so here 5 goes to the numerator, it will be multiplied with 2. We get 10 by 3. So now next one it is A by B plus C by D. So here we will have to take up the LCM. What will be the LCM now? It is BD, multiplication of these two. Now D will be multiplied with A and B will be multiplied with C. We get AD plus BC. We get AD plus BC. Next one it is A by B minus C by D. Again here we have to take up the LCM. LCM will be BD. Now D will be multiplied with A and B will be multiplied with C. We get AD minus BC. AD minus BC. So these are the general examples of arithmetic operations. So now A minus B divided by C minus D can be written as B minus A divided by D minus C. See here. So here if we take minus common, the term will be reversed. That we get minus of B minus A divided by minus of D minus C. Minus by minus it is plus. So now A plus B divided by C. This can be written as, so here split this into two terms. We get A by C plus B by C. We get A by C plus B divided by C. So see here, whenever you have the same denominator, we can add up the numerator. If there is plus sign, you can subtract if there is minus sign. So now come to the ninth one, AB plus AC divided by A. So again split this into two terms. We get AB divided by A plus AC divided by A. So here A and A get cancels, here also A and A get cancels. So we have only B plus C. So it is B plus C. Now see here the next one, A by B whole divided by C by D. So here I have to go for the taking the reciprocal, A by B into D by C. A by B into D by C, which is equals to AD divided by BC, which is equals to AD by BC. So this is all about the arithmetic operations. So next we are going to write some of the laws of the exponents. So next we are going to discuss about laws of exponents. See the first one, a raised to m into a raised to n, which is equals to a to the power m plus n. So here the powers will be added up. So now a to the power m divided by a to the power n, which is equals to a to the power m minus n. So example for this, it is 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 5. This can be written as 2 to the power, you have the same base, add these two now, 3 plus 5 it is 8. And then the example for this, it is 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 3 can be written as 2 raised to 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2 raised to 2. So here it becomes m minus n. Next one, it is a raised to m whole raised to n can be written as a to the power mn. Both the powers will be multiplied. For example, 2 raised to 2 whole raised to 3. This can be written as 2 raised to 2 into 3, it is 6. So we get 6. Then next one, it is AB whole raised to m can be written as a raised to m into b raised to m. So here the power applies to the first term as well as to the second term. So the example for this will be, so here the example for this can be root 2 a the whole square, root 2 a the whole square. Here the square applies to the first term as well as to the second term. So here it becomes root 2 square into a square. So here square and root get cancelled, so we get 2a square. So now this is all about ab whole raised to m equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. So the next one, it is a by b whole to the power m, which is equals to a raised to m divided by b raised to m. So the power applies to the numerator as well as to the denominator. For example, 2 by 3 whole raised to 5. This can be written as 2 raised to 5 divided by 3 raised to 5. The power applies to the numerator as well as to the denominator. Next one, it is a to the power minus m can be written as 1 divided by a raised to m, 1 by a to the power plus m. So if you take that to the denominator, so here the minus sign will be removed. So the example for this, it is 10 to the power minus 3 can be written as 1 divided by 10 raised to plus 3. So next one, it is a to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is always 1. For example, again you take 10 raised to 0, which is equals to 1, or 5 raised to 0, that is also 1, or x to the power 0, so that will also be 1. Anything to the power 0 is always 1. So the next one, it is 1 divided by a raised to minus m can be written as a to the power m. So take this to the numerator. So here minus m becomes plus m. For example, 1 divided by 10 to the power minus 3. So 1 by 10 raised to minus 3 can be written as 10 raised to plus 3, or else 1 divided by x to the power minus 2 can be written as, take this to the numerator, it becomes x to the power plus 2. So these are very important laws which we are going to use in our first PUC as well as second PUC. So this is all about the laws of exponents.